Globally famous for its natural wonders, wide open spaces, beaches, and deserts, that's Australia.
Australia is the sixth largest country in the world, mostly famous for its vast beaches. It is a very popular tourist destination south of the equator, especially during European winters. Summer begins in December, and it is the perfect place to escape freezing colds. The country is popular for quite a lot of things, including famous buildings and people, natural wonders and unique animal species, and I will try to cover the most important stuff. Sydney Opera House. It is the most iconic site in the country, and definitely something you've heard of. The Performance Arts Center is famous for its spherical section shells, which attract millions of tourists each year. In fact, the UNESCO World Heritage Site is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Australia, and one of the most distinct buildings of the 20th century. As the name suggests, the famous building is located in the Sydney Harbour. It occupies the whole of the Bennelong Point, a former island in the Sydney Harbour. The building was designed by Danish architect Bjørn Utzon and first opened in October 1973. The construction of the Sydney Opera House lasted for some 15 years, and the original architect eventually resigned, which is one of the reasons why it is often overlooked that the Opera House was built according to his design plans. Bondi Beach is a beach and the surrounding suburb east of Sydney. It is one of the most visited tourist locations in Australia. Famous for the azure water, sand and beautiful rocks, it is featured on pretty much everything about Australia, from postcards to TV shows. Another reason why Bondi Beach is so popular is its proximity to Sydney CBD, the main financial and economic center of the country. Bondi Beach is also an excellent surfing spot, and the waves are suitable for all skills level, whether you're a pro or just learning. You will be able to have some fun and ride the waves at Bondi. In 2007, Bondi Beach was the home of a world record-breaking event. More than 1,000 Australian women put on free bikinis for a group photograph, which eventually landed them in the Guinness Book of World Records. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 wonders of the natural world and one of Australia's most famous natural attractions. It features the world's largest coral reef system with over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. It is located off the coast of Queensland in the Coral Sea. The Great Barrier Reef stretches over an area of some 344,400 square kilometers, and it can be seen from space. The world's largest reef is so popular that Google even launched an underwater street view for it. You can explore amazing 360 panoramic photographs and see what exactly all the fuss is all about. Sydney Harbour Bridge is perhaps the one thing that Australia is absolutely associated with. The True Arch Bridge connects Sydney CBD with the North Shore and carries foot, rail, car, and bicycle traffic between two areas, and it is considered an Australian national heritage, along with the Opera House and other prominent spots in the country. The view of the bridge with the Sydney Opera House is an iconic symbol not just of the city but also of the entire country. And if you want to have a truly unique experience, you can actually climb the bridge at 134 meters above sea level. The view is unlike anything you've experienced before. The design of this iconic bridge was actually influenced by New York's Hellgate Bridge. The similarities are obvious. It is also nicknamed the Kowatanger due to its arc-based design. Uluru Kata Tjuta National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Australia's Northern Territory. It is named after the two most famous attractions there, Uluru and Kata Tjuta. Uluru is the great stone monolith, which is estimated to be some 600 million years old. It is one of the most famous sites in the country, and the most popular attraction in the outback. At its highest point, Uluru is 348 meters tall. For reference, the Eiffel Tower is only 324 meters tall. Kajatuta is a group of dome-shaped rock formations fairly close to Uluru. It is made of 36 domes, and the highest one is Mount Olga, which rises 546 meters above sea level. There are lots of other things you can do in this national park other than admiring the beauty of nature's creation. Other popular activities include birdwatching, trekking, exploring rock art, and visiting the local galleries. The Great Ocean Road and other epic road trips. The Great Ocean Road is a 243-kilometer stretch of road on the southeastern Australian coast. It is considered an Australian national heritage and a pretty popular tourist attraction in the area. This is also the world's largest war memorial. The road was built by returned soldiers, and it is dedicated to soldiers who died during the First World War. The Aboriginal culture. Aborigines are particularly known for their rock carvings, which are most often found in areas around Sydney. They are also known as Sydney rock art, whose their location are not normally publicized to avoid vandalism. Surfing. Australia is famous for being one of the world's best surfing destinations. The sport is an important part of the lifestyle of Australian people, and very popular with tourists who visit. But it is not something you can do in every part of the country. Due to coral reefs that subdue waves, surfing is not possible in the Northern Territory. Barbecues. Because of their popularity, you can often find grills in public city parks. Additionally, barbecues are pretty popular events for fundraising for schools and local communities. Traditionally, the meats used in Australian barbecues are lamb chops, beef steaks, and sausages. And a particular Australian twist on the barbecue is to drizzle beer over the meat while it is cooking, because it adds flavor and makes the meat more tender. Beer and wine. It's no secret that Aussies love their beer. In 2004, the country was the fourth in the world in per capita beer consumption. And even though that was a long time ago, beer still remains one of the favorite alcoholic beverages in the country. We all remember the Australian man who checked a single can of beer as luggage for his flight, right? Lager is by far the most popular type of beer, while Victoria Bitter remains the most iconic beer produced in this country. Other popular brands are Two Haze, XXXX, and Coopers.